guess it's 4 weeks from tonight, right? 4 weeks from tonight, we'll find out. We'll probably be in there at halftime right now. But you know, I really appreciate these players. You know, today's our 5th straight day of practice. Opened it up to the media, opened up to the fans. So I'll kind of let you judge. You know, but from my vantage point, the kind of effort, the kind of suddenness, the kind of focus we had for 5 straight days of practice was pretty impressive tonight. But I'll let you guys be the judge now, because you were out here watching.
So what's important to you on that first day with pads on? What do you want to see?
I think, you know, just a continuation of what we've been doing. You know, there's such a fine line now. You know, we've been out here in helmets and shoulder pads. All we really did was put the pads in the pants. It really just a continuation of what we've been doing. But I will say this, you know, from a focus standpoint, it doesn't take a genius to know that we have to tackle better. The #1 emphasis on this football team, the #1 emphasis in camp is tackling. And we were able tonight, good offensive players against good defensive players, line up in one-on-one situations and tackle. So if you ask me the #1 focus, the #1 thing I look for with full pads on tonight, tackling.
Now, do you have the linebacker force that you need to do that?
Well, we'll probably know a lot more as we head into September and October and November. I mean, we do have some explosive players there. We've brought in a couple new players that I think can help this football team that are very explosive at linebacker. You know, a lot hinges on Dakota Cox. You know, Dakota Cox is full on right now, full speed. It's a long season, but you know what? We've got enough things at all positions right now to be a good football team.
What do you think of when you talk about Kimmy and his ability?
Kimmy's a unique guy. You know, he's kind of a slasher, you know, and obviously you talk a lot of times in terms of running back styles and you use the phrase slasher, but he's like that at linebacker. You know, he just has really good vision, he has good quickness, and he can just get through little cracks to make tackles. Probably the biggest thing about Kimmy Carson is, though, he truly, truly loves football. I mean, he is a guy that could come out here every day and do this. And the second most important, maybe the first, he's at a better place in his life right now than he's ever been. You know, he's going into his 3rd year in the program. He's overcome some obstacles that are kind of unique to him. And he's in a very good place right now. I mean, Kimmy Carson, I think, is a guy that people are going to enjoy watching play.
Coach, your overall assessment after a week, what do you think?
You know, that's why I open practice. You know, so you guys could come out and make that assessment, and you guys make that evaluation. You know, let's be honest. I've been doing this a long time. There's no scoreboard up there right now that can show you what the assessment is. You know, we're all optimistic. We're all positive. You know, honestly, I'll let you guys decide. It's time for me to quit making too many assessments and just worry about tomorrow.
Coach, what are you most excited? What aspect are you most excited about it that you've seen so far?
Tempo, maturity of our football team. Just the tempo, the way they go about things, day by day, hour to hour. That's the most exciting thing. Again, you know, I don't know how much you guys really watch when you're out here. Hopefully you watch. Hopefully you guys can see it. Again, man, I don't want to keep being the spokesman, but I do think we're headed in the right direction. It's just the culture and just the way we do things. That was pretty impressive practice out here tonight. I think anybody that watched would probably agree with me.
Bob, in that first tackling drill, Travis Green actually buried a couple of people. How is he coming on?
He can tackle. You know, you just take that tape out from the Auburn game last year when he was at Kansas State. He can close and he can tackle. He is a physical football player. You know, we're trying to have a pitch count on him, keep a little pitch count, you know, because he is coming off an ACL. I mean, it's kind of remarkable. He just comes out here and goes. So we're trying to be smart. You know, obviously, he's played in a similar defense to ours schematically, but he hasn't played against our offense. So it's a little more complicated for him right now just because he's going against our offense. So we're trying to keep him after the developmental guys, as we are Maurice Daniels and some other guys that I think that are really going to help this football team. But he's an explosive, powerful football player. And you know, we have we have some of those guys. We have other guys like that. Maurice Daniels is that. I think Delane Hart, when you look at some of the things Delane Hart did, Patrick Reed, Austin Apodaca coming out of there running. You know, we're just more explosive and more powerful and more mature, I think, across the board. You know, that's the thing that I see first that jumps out at me. I mean, I think there's going to be some collisions, and I think there's going to be some big plays on this football team.